To begin with, thanks to you all for attending this even with your busy weekend schedule. It's very hard to catch everybody. And so thanks a lot for all the grandmas and grandpas, all the elderly people here. So your presence actually have made this occasion even more special for us. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the kids. They continue to amaze us with their immense talent, and they're just dazzling on the stage. So let's give all the kids a big round of applause. So there are more events going to come. So I'm going to thank all the people who have worked on it, all the choreographers, all the kids who are actually practiced it, for all the moms. They put a lot of time, energy and effort to making this happen. And by the way, thanks to all the dads too. I know we've been picking classes and dropping off with smile. So there you go. There's one dad. So I want to thank to all the volunteers to run the show. There's so many people work behind it. Thank you so much for all the volunteers. So I want to thank to one more person, Sampurna Restaurant. So we made a last minute change and a decision like move from potluck to dinner. So they graciously helped us. They worked very closely with us, and they are the one who arranged for the dinner. Thanks to Sampurna Restaurant, Mr. Samson and Mr. Jay on that. I want to thank one more final person. Normally there will be somebody behind the scene running the show very hardly, and that is Lalita and Mohan. They are the backbone of the show. So for those who don't know me, my name is Deva. In next few minutes, if you can keep quiet, I can probably finish it fast, otherwise it's going to take a long time. So next few minutes I'm going to share some information about a social effort. A small group of us started, and it's called India Tea. So I have two set of audiences here. One existing team members or beloved members. They know a lot about what is team, and a lot of new faces, and even people came and asked me what is this. For the benefit of them, I'm going to share some information about what is team, how it works, and then for our existing members, I'm going to give you an update on the progress we have made so far. Okay? So before explaining about team, I would like to share statistics. So that should give you a bigger picture of the kind of problem this effort is trying to solve. So there was a recent study, and they found out more than 25% of girls students, that's one in every 4 girl students, especially in rural areas, drop out of school. The primary reason when they found out was the schools doesn't even have restrooms. So they also found there are a lot of kids, they don't drink water because of this problem. There are more than 70% of government schools in India lacks very basic infrastructure and amenities. And that is what India team is trying to tackle. Okay, so India team. So obviously the next question comes to your mind is, what is this, how it works, right? So the way it works is very simple. Every member who are part of India team, they donate $10 per month. So which is basically $120 per year. So we collect all this money in an event like today. So we divide that by $500 a chance. And we randomly select amongst ourselves. And we give that $500 to them. So from that point onwards, it's their responsibility to find out a school in their native town. Because you know your native town better than anybody else. So you know the state of the school than anybody else. So you work with your parents, relatives, friends, or any trusted sources and provide any kind of infrastructure help you want. Okay? It has to be a government or government aided school. And you cannot hand over money. You know how it works in India, right? So once it's done, you collect receipts, photos and letters, and we upload everything to the website, and we call the project completed. So by the way, you can go today to go to indiateam.org and see thousands of schools. I think it's exactly 2,000 plus schools got benefited by this effort so far. It is completely transparent. And also, it is not mandatory that you have to do the project, by the way. There are a lot of people who want to be part of it and they want to contribute it. We do get so many requests nowadays for helping the school. So we can do on behalf of you as well. Okay. So now you would have heard a lot of different non-profit effort, right? And how is this different? So when I ask myself, because we see so many things going on, how can I say this effort is unique? So there are two things comes to my mind when anytime I look at India team. Number one, the effort, the project is done by one amongst us. People in this room are the one who are doing this project. And when they do it right, what I observe, every time when they do it, it's the first time they are doing, and they take a lot of passion and a lot of care in doing it. And this is not possible in any other ways. So it is you, your friends are doing the project. So you get to hear from them the experience. So number two, so this is a zero operating cost non-profit organization. So which means there is no money, extra money spent to run this organization. Everything is done by volunteers. So your 100% contribution goes to the effort. Okay, so now what is Seattle India team? So I just talked to you about India team. Hopefully you got an idea what we are trying to solve. What is Seattle India team? So 4 years ago, I think 3 years ago, this is our 4th year, I was explaining about this India team effort to a lot of my friends, very close friends. They all said, why don't we start here? Why don't we do the same effort here? So that is how Seattle India team was formed. So when we started, initially there were 20 members contributing towards it. This is, by the way, our 4th year. As of today, we have 45 members part of this effort, Seattle India team. So far, we have collected, all the members have contributed more than $12,000. And we have helped more than 16 schools. So 16 different projects we have done. So when I look back, right, there are so many touching and inspiring moments I've seen. Anytime I see a project get completed, I see the impact of it. But there is one incident I would try to share. So we recently did a project. So this is actually building a restroom project. And this was done by Rajesh Peter and his friend. And everything went through like as usual. At the end, I saw the letter from the principal. And the principal said, thank you to Seattle team, blah, blah, blah. But at the end, thank you so much. Our student didn't have a restroom for the last 15 years. So this is a girls' higher secondary school, and it was located in a place called Nanguneri, some remote Tamil Nadu. So that is something I feel like is the purpose of the existence of Seattle India team. Okay. So besides helping schools, we also do something else. So there is a byproduct of this effort. So for every dollar you contribute, your company, like Microsoft, Expedia, Visa, many companies do a gift matching. So what we thought initially, why don't we use that fund to help fund poor students? So that is how we started. So far, we have helped more than 20 students on this. And it's worth more than $5,000, $6,000. Again, there are so many impactful incidents on it. I'll share one again of those. And this was done by Lalita and Mohan. So Lalita's sister, she is a teacher. She found out that a lot of students dropped out of school because they're very poor. They couldn't pay the fees. So Lalita worked with her sister through the headmistress. We contacted the family and we paid the fees. All those 6 students, or more than 6 students who dropped out of the school, they're very bright students, are back to school now. So kudos to Lalita. And I have many examples. I have Valen helping a student, Rajesh helping a student, Gauri Wadi helping a student, Shanta who did a student. And so there are so many examples like that. So we are trying to make one small change to this process, which is previously we used to maintain everybody a separate account of how much they got donation, and they have to do it. Now we are going to make it as a common pool. So which means any project, anybody who needs help, we can use that money to help it. Okay. So now, rather than talking, I'm sure you have heard a lot of talks and probably got bored as well. I thought, why don't we do something different? So a picture can say 1,000 words. How about a video? So we put together a small video. It shows us the journey of what happened in Seattle India team in last 3 years. Okay, can you put the video? Yeah.
Our school has received a new entrance and a new gate because of the generous people in Team India. By providing a new gate to our school, you have not only provided a good appearance and look, but the safety and the security of our students, all our valuable electronic devices and the school records are ensured. I use this opportunity to extend our special thanks to Mrs. Anita Madam and her family, because this village is the origin of their family. Once again, I extend my heartiest thanks to all the members in Team India for your generous help. I sincerely pray to God to bless you all with good health and give success in all your endeavors. Thank you.
எனக்கு இயர்லி 1 lakh ஆகுது ஃபீஸ் எப்படி கட்ட போகிறோம்னு தெரியாமல் இருந்தப்போ தான் ரிலேட்டிவ் மூலமாக இந்த டீம் இது தெரிய வந்தது. அவங்க தான் எனக்கு ஃபஸ்ட் இயர் ஃபீஸ் கட்டினாங்க. கண்டிப்பாக 4 வருஷம் முடிச்சு நல்ல மார்க்ஸோட வருவேன். என் ஃபீஸ் கட்டினது ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ்.
ஃபீஸ் கட்டின எல்லாருக்கும் ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ்.
சொல்கிறேன் டீம் இந்தியா. தேங்க்யூ டீம் இந்தியா. ரெடி 1 2 3.
So thank you so much, and I hope now you have seen the kind of impact a very small group of us are making. So when I saw this video, I saw it like more than 10 times, and I'm at loss of word to express my thanks and gratitude to every team member who was continuously supporting, and everyone who has taken a project done with passion. Okay. So in our life, there are a lot of people who have helped us, and a lot of people who have sacrificed for us. Without their help and sacrifice, we are probably not here. So I'm very sure our parents would have played a major role, and for some, the relatives, friends. But for all of us, our teachers and our school would definitely would have played a major role. And most of us, we all came back from a very humble background, and we are all here because of education. In a way, it is our moral and social responsibility to give back the society we came, the place we came from. An India team provides you a perfect platform for that. So can you believe in just 3 years, a very small group of us could touch the lives of thousands of students across India? So that's something mind-boggling to me. So next time, if you come across or if you know any school or any student who needs help, please reach us. We can all work together. Together, we can make a much bigger, better difference to the society. So thank you so much once again. So normally we do at the event, what we do is for the next year, we select people randomly amongst ourselves. So today we are going to select 8 people. So we have enough funds to support 8 school projects next year. So we'll do that at the end. So before we do, I would like to call a few of the members who did the project last year and share some experience. So to begin with, I'll call Rajesh. So Rajesh has done 3 projects actually. So I'll let you talk.
So I think so I did 3 projects. One of them is the toilet for the girls higher secondary school. Another one is for 2 schools. Like so mostly I'm here to share my experience so that I can get more volunteers to be more involved. So 2 of them are bench projects. So most of the problem from here for us is not like a physical work. It's all about you have to coordinate with your uncle or your aunt or your friend's dad or your friend's mom, and then you mostly like a Skype call, and then the way we communicate to encourage them, because one of the points I learned was even if my friend's dad or somebody goes and talk to the headmasters, he's not encouraged actually. So it's like whenever you make a call, get an appointment for the headmasters to get a how many bench they want. Those are the things. So we have to be encourage our parents over there. That's the only thing I can, I gone through that. And if you have any other questions, you can reach me anytime. And I can connect, I do have a lot of projects, but I need more volunteers to help me. Basically, that's one other thing I want to share. And another thing is, without team, I would have not even thought of these at all, first of all. I'm here for the last 12 years, and only I'm more impactful for the last 4 years because of team. That's the reality, actually. I did a lot of volunteering locally, but I have a lot of thought process. Many things I tried, nothing materialized. But this is a very good platform. I feel we can make use of it. And we can also use Microsoft's or any other Google's or those companies share for us all our volunteering times and even the fund what we pay them. So you can also use that. And using this moment, I want to just thank Deva, because he's the one, first he started this. Then I realized the impact of the platform. And I just want to thank him. I just got a small gift for him. And there is one more person who is Lalita. She's working always in the background. And I just want to call her as well. Lalita or Mohan Shankar. Mohan. So Lalita and Mohan are our finance. So all the questions and every time meeting and always she's the And apart from her own project volunteering, she also does this one. So So that's a big effort from both of these people actually. So even though everything they are pulling together, like we are just doing one project, but they are like a point of contact for all the party projects we do. So yeah, they deserve. Yeah, I'm giving that.
I didn't expect that, Rajesh. Great. Thank you. I'm going to call Samir. Samir, are you there? So, this is again word of mouth. So when we were playing cricket one day and we were talking about different things and I was explaining about the shepherd and Samir was listening to it quietly and all of a sudden when he just pinged me and saying, hey Deva, I know a school meeting, can I help? I said, sure, definitely. And then he did the project. So take a look what he has done.
Hey, good evening everyone. First wish you everyone a very happy Diwali. I just got to know about this team when I was, as they were mentioned, about during one of our games. And I feel like education is the cornerstone of our nation and if we can contribute somehow to that, then we can help them there. I didn't realize the importance of this till I visited I went back to India in April this year and talked to I come from native place. My native place is Badaयूं, Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh. And the state of education there is very deplorable. Like we have people, they drop out from school very fast, and the infrastructure is not good. And especially like the girls' primary school is which is the project that I did, where they had a school, but they had no fans. So children used to study in the summer, and there was so much. They didn't used to come to school. So we installed like 6 fans there, and the project cost was not much. So like it's more about the initiative and finding out the right places, and the money is very I did this project in $130, and I still have money remaining for the out of the remaining $500. So the interesting thing that I found there was like if you can connect to the right people there, like we found a person called Sanju. He runs one of the he's a principal in the school, and he was so enthusiastic when I talked to him over phone that he said that I'm going to run everywhere. I'm going to buy the fans. I'm going to get the installation done. It's so like we want to improve the schools we want to improve the condition of the schools in this in my school. Like he's responsible for that school. So like he took the initiative from us. Like we just transferred the money, and he ran around and found the fixtures, got that India team US sitting on the plates everywhere, and his response was like, children are so excited because it's written USA, like something from USA is coming to, so like people are interested in donating back to the native. So following which, out of the remaining money, I'm also working so that the same school, maybe Deva has a video. I can show it later, like where my father-in-law has captured that video, and they basically it shows the state of the school, and we are like there is a toilet, but there is no water supply, no gate, and so the girls from the grades A1 to 8, which is the primary school, they go out to pee, and they feel very ashamed about that. So like it's a project that we are driving for in the next 1 month, 2 months. We should be completed by this year, and let's see what the response is from there.
So actually, rather than thanks. So I know you can.